So today we're going to be grading the Castle Crashers characters. Up first, Red Knight. His magic is pretty good. He's a pretty normal character. I'm going to give him an A. Blue Knight, S tier. He has one of the best magics in the game because he can freeze the other characters. Orange Knight, he's pretty good. He's got the firepower. It does hit a few times, but it's nothing special. B tier. Green Knight, F tier. See, Green Knight is the only character where his heavy attack does a backflip, which means that he has a lot less damage per hit. So he's got to go in F tier. Sadly, though, he has a pretty good magic, so I would put him higher. Grey Knight, D tier. I played as him. He's not the best character. He's okay, but yeah, he's not great because his magic is Arrow Rain, and like almost half the characters have that. Other than that, he's pretty normal. I do like his projectile magic because he shoots bombs, and he's like, I think, one of 3 characters who does that. I know Conehead does that. And I like the underdog story, so, you know. Peasant. Worse than Grey Knight. D tier. Civilian. Just peasant. D tier. Barbarian. Barbarian has a special magic. It's almost like Arrow Rain, but it shoots like axes and weapons and everything. It's just pretty cool. That's why I'm going to give him a C tier. Other than that, though, he's pretty basic. Thief. Same thing as these guys. D tier. Polar Bear, he's interesting because he and the Saracen have this power called Tornado, and they can move around while they're in their power, and they're the only ones who can do that, so I'm going to give them B tier. Conehead, one of these guys, D tier. Fire Demon. I like the Fire Demon. He has firepower just like Red or Orange Knight, but I believe his hits a few more times than Orange Knight, and I just like the look of his fire magic better. So I'm going to give him A tier. Ninja. If any of you have played the game and you first saw Ninja in the boat level, you were like, "Oh wow, this is cool. Their magic is they could turn into a piece of wood and then like fly at you." And then you beat the game and you unlock the Ninja, and you are sadly disappointed because the Ninja can't do that. The Ninja has this blue power magic thing that shoots, and it can hit a few times, so he's an okay character. I'd give him a C tier. Royal Guard, one of these guys again, not much to say about him. Saracen is an interesting one because the Saracen is like the bear in that he has a tornado. I've been told that his tornado actually hits slightly less than the polar bears, and but his projectile magic is interesting because it's not like any of the other characters. He shoots a gust of wind that knocks the characters back. It could be pretty useful, depending on what kind of build you want, you know. Like, this one is like my favorite, Blue Knight for insane mode. You know, I'd use these ones mostly for having fun. These ones for like challenge videos and stuff, you know. Green Knight, never. So I'd put him at like B tier. But maybe like, yeah, behind Polar Bear. I'd still prefer Polar Bear. The Alien is one of the most interesting characters, one of the fun. The first game that Behemoth made was Alien Hominid, so that's where this character's from. Other than that, he's not a very good character because he can only have one sword, and that's the alien sword. And the alien sword's pretty bad. So, like, you can't change. Like, if you have the alien, you have the alien sword. He does have the most interesting magic because the reason he must have the alien sword is that his alien sword can shoot fireballs. I just like how every other character has like magic, and he just like brings a gun to a fight. But C tier. The skeleton, you unlock him after beating the game as Red Knight. He's okay. He's nothing special. I mean, like, he has the same power as the cult minion. It's just like dark energy. There's really nothing special about it. I don't know. D tier. Somewhere in here. Snakey. Snakey's a really good character. These two have the same power, same splash magic. It shoots a bunch of thorns up from the ground. And the thorns can hit several times, like the fire and the ninja power. It's really underrated power. I like him, the Snakey. I'll give him an A tier. Then we have the Brute. The Brute, I'm going to give an S tier. And it's for one key factor. The Snakey was almost an S tier. There's just one thing keeping it away. The Snakey shoots a knife as his projectile, which is like still, you know, it's pretty basic. Like half the characters shoot knives. But the Brute shoots like an acorn. And it's funny because you'd expect that the Snaky would do that, but no, the Brute just fires an acorn, so I like him a little bit better. Plus, his starting weapon is like one of the best swords in the game. So yeah, all around, he's a pretty good character. Fencer's next. He S tier. Obviously, the saw blades. If you've ever seen any videos, the saw blades are one of the best magics against bosses because it hits so many times. You can melt bosses' health. That's why I used him on an insane mode run. Industrialist, same thing as him, just a different skin. The Beekeeper. He is a really cool character. He is one of the only character. He's the only character where his magic falls from the sky, unless you could count. No, he's the only character. Um, he has bees that fall from the ground, and he shoots bees as a projectile. I've never played at him, played as him, so I assume he's pretty good. Um, but from the videos I've seen, yeah, he's a pretty good character. I'm gonna give him a B tier. Stoveface. Sadly, if you play as Stoveface, they don't have more health than the rest of the characters, because like on Full Moon they have a lot more health, so you know, D tier. Ice Camo. He's just a worse Blue Knight, like C tier. Cult Minion. Same thing as the Skeleton, D tier. Necromancer. He has like arguably the coolest magic. Now, is it the most useful? Not really, but it's really cool. For his splash magic, he has like skeleton arms that shoot up from the ground, and he like can shoot a skeleton at people. He's a really cool character all around. Cool design. Love the boss fight. I'll give him a B tier. Open Face Grey Knight. Congratulations, you're much worse than regular Grey Knight. King. The King is the only character who his magic is he can heal himself, and you'd think, wow, that's really great. He can heal himself. Except that every time he does, it uses like half his energy bar, and he only heals himself like 16. So, you know, F tier. And this is my opinion. I did forget one character, which is Hattie. Hattie, Hattie can shoot like these like golden whales that come down. It's not really the almost like awesome magic, but it's pretty cool. Um, and he has like 3 different magic areas, because like if you look at most of these characters, they have like the same theme for all of their magic, but he has the golden whales that shoot for his splash magic. For his throwable magic, he can shoot like he shoots his tears, and then for the magic where you shoot down, he throws a gem. So that's why I do like Hattie. I give him a B. He's pretty hard to get unless you are playing on Steam. If you play on Steam, all you have to do is own Battle Block Theater. If you're playing on Xbox or whatever else, you need to buy him in the Insane Store. But overall, yeah, Hattie Haddington's a good character. I'd put him here in B tier. I forgot about him somehow. And yeah, this is my take on it. Thank you for watching.